Okay, so this is less about going over the spec sheet for each one of these different models and more focused on how to decide which one is the right unit to go with based on how you plan to use it. So let's check it out. If you're looking at a Cardo, anywhere in the world, whether it's the entry-level unit or the top unit in the industry, it's good to know a couple things right out of the gate. First, it's going to be 100% waterproof and dustproof, built for a life spent outside. You can easily install it on any helmet that you currently have or might have in the future. It's toolless, it's very straightforward. You can also run any type of helmet speaker or earbuds that you'd like if you want to move past the speakers that come with it. It can be paired with up to 2 devices, whether that's phones for calls or streaming music, or a GPS device, or perhaps just a pairing directly to the bike itself. You'd have access to the Cardo Connect app, which is an awesome tool for settings and configuration. It's also how you update these, all done over the air. It's going to have universal Bluetooth intercom, which means you can still pair with your buddy that might have chosen a different brand. Fast charging, and at least a 2-year warranty. So what makes them unique from each other? Well, the first thing to consider is its intercom capability. So starting with the Spirit line, now both of these models can handle up to 2 riders, bike to bike, at a pretty close distance, range-wise. It's not a bad option for someone that's maybe not using intercom that often, or perhaps at all, and just wants connectivity to their phone, or their bike, or their GPS. It doesn't want to spend a lot of money, but does want the Cardo quality. We see it in use sometimes as a passenger, if you're not sure how often that passenger is going to ride with you. And if you find yourself in this camp, one way to help make a decision between the 2 models, the HD comes with a bigger 40mm speaker versus the Spirit's 32mm speaker, and the HD has the inclusion of an FM radio. Looking at the Freecom X line, now this is where sound by JBL kicks in, and if music and high quality sound are pretty high on your importance list, then I would start at the 2X and look higher and make a decision based on your intercom needs. The Freecom X line is a Bluetooth-based intercom system, just like the Spirit line is, but you do start to get into some nice bike-to-bike range, with the 2X being up to 2 riders at half a mile, bike-to-bike, and the 4X can handle up to 4 riders at 3/4 of a mile, bike-to-bike. Now, if there's even a chance that you're going to be a total group size of 3 one day, don't even consider the 2X or lower. Start at the 4X and go this way. And finally, in the Freecom 4X, you have natural voice operation, which means you can control most everything of the headset just by telling it what to do. For instance, hey Cardo, volume up, or hey Cardo, music on. So even if there's no plan to use intercom at all, but you want sound by JBL and you want to control it by voice alone, Freecom 4X. Now, once we get to Pack Talk, we've reached the top of the food chain. Yes, they include everything that we've talked to up till this point. Yes, they have greater range, and yes, they can connect much larger groups of riders, but it's the way those riders are connected to each other that's the special part. The Pack Talks make use of our 2nd generation dynamic mesh communication, which means that every rider in the group, regardless if it's a small group or a massive group, is directly connected with each other versus the daisy chain pairing structure found in all Bluetooth-based headsets, which means the reliability goes through the roof, the ease of use goes through the roof, and the overall experience is just better. The Pack Talks do have a Bluetooth intercom mode, so you can still pair with your buddy that's got like a traditional comm, but if you find yourself riding in a group of 2 or 3 or 4 or more, somewhat on a frequent basis, you have to factor in DMC. It's just a totally different ballgame. You can consider the Pack Talk Neo and Pack Talk Edge essentially identical regarding performance, with the Neo coming in at a slightly lower price as it does not come with the magnetic air mount found in Pack Talk Edge. You can't use it while charging it, and it's going to have a 2-year warranty versus the Pack Talk Edge's 3-year warranty. If you're looking for this system's performance but without the need of a helmet, that's where the Pack Talk Edge phones for off-road vehicles comes in. This kit combines this system with a robust set of headphones, and at that point, the use cases are almost unlimited. And finally, there's Pack Talk Pro, which is the only one on the table that comes with active crash detection in on-road scenarios. It turns itself on and off when you go to use it. It's amazing. And it comes with our best sound package, the 45mm sound by JBL speakers. And that's it. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to follow us for more. We'll see you next time.